Breastfeeding. Why is it so important? Let's go there. So I try to come across bubbly and cool and social and all of that, but the truth is I am plagued with deep thinking. And yes, I said plagued. Sometimes it's a very heavy burden. And so I'm gonna try to keep this light, but I look at the world and I see it all. I see the patterns. I don't always give all of it my attention, but I notice it. I notice the war on women. I notice the war on men, the war on the elderly, the war on I see it, how we treat animals. I see the filth of humanity and I see the beauty of humanity. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine today and, we were talking about different things like, what is the root? Like everyone wants to talk about the superficial things like, oh, she hates men because of this. No, or you ever met someone that's so full of pride, no matter what you try to tell them, they've got a juggernaut suit. They have so many walls, like they're not going to hear you. And at the end of the day, if they don't like what you're saying, you're suddenly the enemy. Well, what was the root that caused them to put up those walls in the first place? Why? I don't want to hate men. I don't want to hate women. I don't want to talk about why people do the stupid things they do. I'm more interested in the root. What made them feel they had to put up those walls? What made them feel? So anyway, as we were talking about that, I got this image in my mind of a woman breastfeeding. And I stopped and I'm kind of listening to him, but I'm also trying to look at this vision that I'm seeing in my mind. And I'm like, maybe, just maybe, we're not putting nearly as much emphasis on nursing. Think about that. The first, and I'm going to try to keep this on a level that doesn't get, too deep or too metaphysical or woo-woo. When that baby cries, the mother comes. A good mother comes. I can't say that all mothers come. How do I say this? I don't want to come across judgy. I'm just going to say it. When I had my children, we didn't have phones. So if I'm nursing my son, or I take that back, with Kyler, I did not have a phone. With Gordon, I had a phone, but there was no scrolling. It was just texting and dialing. So when I'm nursing my child, I'm singing, I'm looking at his eyes, I'm engaged. I see so many mothers now, they're nursing, if they nurse, and they're scrolling. They're scrolling. I don't care if there does come a point when there's universal truths. I realize maybe that's the mother's job and it's what she's got. I know, and I could even sympathize with all of it. But there's a higher truth here that has to be said, which is that one-on-one contact is crucial. It's crucial. It has to be there. When that baby cries, you have to respond. You don't let a child cry it out. If you want a confident child, do not let them cry it out. There, I said it. And yes, we could get lost in the woods of, well, I'm up all night or I'm single, and I have sympathy for all of that. I was a single mom with my oldest son. But at some point, somebody has to give the higher perspective and go, let's not get lost in the woods. I understand you might have not so great circumstances, but this is still the way to do it. It's still the way to do it where your child's not going to be emotionally withdrawn, not going to feel a need to protect themselves, not feel like, why try? It won't work out anyway. Why try? I don't want to be a burden to anybody. Where do those come from? Do you think that could come maybe from a mother who doesn't answer its crying child that's crying because it has a tummy ache or maybe an ear infection? And you don't want to spoil a child. How can you spoil a child with love? How? I will tell you right now, every time my 25-year-old cried, I was there. I nursed him. I nursed my 13-year-old, well, he's almost 13, until he was 4. I'm not a perfect mother, but I can tell you I raised 2 extremely confident boys. And you know how that happened? I was their first responder. They never cried it out. Of course they didn't cry it out. I was just there. And you know what that tells them? It puts a sense of worth in them. They are worth my investment. I invested in my children. What do you think that's going to do to them? Do you think that's going to give them a quiet confidence in this world where they know they're worthy? So many things come from this simple act of nursing, this simple act of taking care of your baby. Take care of your baby. Want to take care. If you don't want to be a mom, power to you, don't have children. But if you have children, take care of them, because it is so rewarding. Like I look at the world and I see the beauty in it, but the things that I see that it's like, okay, this is pretty bad. It's not Democrats, it's not Republican, it's not any of that. It goes back to the family. To me, it will always go back to that first connection, mother and baby. Maybe that's a huge responsibility for women, but it's the truth. You are their first experience of who God is. It's you. You are their creator. They don't know God. It's you. You are the representation of whatever you will teach them that they will experience God as later. Do you come when they need you? Do you tell them to tough it out? How can a baby tough it out? They have no resources. Do you know their blood sugar drops so fast half the time when they're crying? It's because they really do need to eat. Like, my goodness, what kind of world do we live? Like, cry it out. That's insanity. Anyway, I get a little passionate about this, and I'm allowed to have a human moment and be passionate too. This is one of the things that I am passionate about. Ladies, please don't scroll. If you have to scroll, at least take a few minutes and make eye contact when you're feeding your baby. And some women can't nurse. I get it. It could be medical problems. Fine. When you're bottle feeding, make eye contact. Hold that baby close to you. Respond when let them trust you. They need to trust you. I mean, this is TMI, but I can remember a time with Gordon, my nipples cracked from nursing him. None of this happened with my first son. None of it. Like, I had an easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know? Gordon comes along and I'm like, mastitis, nipples crack. I'm like, what is happening? I can remember at one point biting my own tongue because the pain of him re-ripping the cut was so bad I had to disperse it. I had to call the pediatrician and be like, is it okay? He's getting blood in his mouth. They're like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's sacrifice. It's sacrifice. That's what you do. Do I like it? Hell no. I really wish that wouldn't have happened. But I mean, come on. We're not as frail as we think we are. Like, get up. Take pride in being a mom. Like, come on. In this whole, oh my God, I have people that I know that are, oh, women these days and women need to submit and this and that. I don't even have time to hear that. I don't want to hear it. There's a whole world of this chaos. It's like, I don't want to hear it. Because when you're in a marriage and you have a family, you're too busy doing it. You don't have time to complain about it. In a marriage, you're both submitting to each other. You've got family, you've got bills, like, you've got the world. Like, you're submitting to each other constantly. You don't have time to battle the sexes. How can I battle the sexes when I'm busy trying to make sure that my son has a good upbringing, that my grandchildren are thriving, that my husband and I's marriage is healthy? Like, when I hear married people talk like this, like they're just partaking in the drama, it's like, all the time that you're wasting in this child's play, how do you have time? Because I know I don't have much time being married to children. What are you doing? And you work as a woman? Like, how do you have time for this nonsense when you're a grown-ass adult? Excuse my language. So anyway, yeah, I'm a zesty woman today. But if you've listened to this long, great. The moral of the story is, it's not a burden to be a mother. I mean, it is, but it's not. How do I say that? It's the best thing. I mean, it really is. It's so fulfilling. And when you realize your role as a woman, you are the foundation of everything that they will ever be psychologically. Everything. Like, you know, they say that, you know, you have to take care of your garden. Every root, like, it's you, Mom. You are planting their first seeds in their garden, the ones that will be the deepest. What an honor. We were trusted with that. Like, that is magnificent. So, all right, I love you guys. I hope this wasn't too zesty, and